Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of The I World. I'm your host, Talia.
And I'm Brittany.
And today we're just going to be giving you some fun little ideas on like how to spice up your life, how to date yourself and invest into yourself.
Amen. I feel like you don't usually start the episodes off.
I don't. That's why I took initiative this time. Because I've seen like a background character, you know? I really have to... You have to switch it up, 50-50, you know?
Okay, I'll be
like me and Brittany went to go open up a bank account for our business, and it was like, 50-50, 50-50. And then who's signing all the stuff first because her name's first? Ray. I said, oh, whoa, what about the 50-50?
I didn't tell them to do that. They just did that.
No, the guy who literally was helping us at the bank was literally Jonah Hill. Like, Jonah Hill in, like, a distraught character. Like, couldn't even, like... straighten his tie. It was crazy.
So have you been struggling with romanticizing your life? Maybe you're stuck in the little winter blues right now. First of all, welcome to daylight savings. I think it's happening tomorrow, the day after the podcast.
Oh.
So Saturday, I believe. So just welcome.
That's a game changer.
Yeah, game changer. Welcome spring. We missed you, sis. We're ready for you.
Yeah, I feel like just a crumb of sunshine can make all the difference.
It really does.
Even if it's cold, just literally a sprinkle of some rays. It's over for you, bitches. I feel like the key to getting out of a rut and getting like back into routine is what we're going to talk about, which is just like investing into yourself and investing into like dating yourself and enjoying life on a day-to-day. But also the key to getting out of a rut is getting out of the goddamn house.
Amen.
You know, when you're stuck in the house, literally my days just pass me by. I don't even realize. I'm like, how did I get nothing done? But if I simply just like get up and even just go on a walk, but I've been kind of bored of like taking the same route. Like, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but like, I feel like when I'm just walking around the block, since I know everything I'm going to see, I'm like bored. Like, I've already done this so many times. I don't want to do the same go around. So my latest thing has been going on walks, bringing my dog, and because also homie needs to be socialized. That's a whole other thing in itself. Going on walks and bringing him to like parks and like the beach. I wish we could bring dogs on like boardwalks. Apparently you're not like, I guess, really supposed to do that.
Where's there a boardwalk?
I went to Sunken Meadow like park. And it's like a beach, and like I specifically wanted to walk on a boardwalk. Looked it up, it's pet friendly. Get there, no dogs, like signs everywhere. So I was like so annoyed because I'm like, why would you advertise online that you're allowed to?
Yeah.
It actually turned out to be like kind of a blessing in disguise because
that's like Corey Beach because it also says no dogs, but I always see dogs there. So I think people just do whatever they want.
Oh. I was just nervous because then I called mommy and I was like, hey, not mommy. I called our mom and I was like, hey, like, do you think this is serious? Like, do I have to listen? And she's like, I mean, like, she said she would. Because, like, what if he's going to the bathroom? I'm like, I have, like, cleanup bags. Like, I'm not just going to, like, leave it. But she's like, I wouldn't. Like, just in case somebody, like, complains about it or whatever. Like, I didn't know what their, like, security was like there.
Right, if you were going to get arrested.
Yeah.
Or get Goku confiscated.
Don't even ever say that. You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to attorney. If you can't afford one will be appointed to you.
Oh,
how do I know that?
Law and Order?
Yep.
Really?
No. Criminal Minds. Dude, I think I'm going to do a rewatch on that. That was such a good show.
I've never watched it.
It's a good one. I really, like, loved the characters. Yeah, so basically then I ended up searching parks near me that are pet-friendly, specifically looking for it to be pet-friendly, and then went to a park that was, like, not far at all. It was maybe a 10-minute drive from where I was, and it was, like, a really beautiful, small little beach, and I kind of liked that it was, like, there wasn't really any dogs there. It said dogs were only permitted from, like, this month to this month, which I thought was odd, but I was like, okay, as long as it says they're allowed. I just, like, walked up and down. I brought my headphones, put on a little podcast, and just kind of, like, got my steps in, got outside, got some sunshine. Goku had never been to the beach before, and the king had a smile on his face. He couldn't have been more excited. So it really made me want to, like, bring him more places that there aren't, like, too many people. Like, I don't want to go to a village or a town with him because people are just always trying to stop you and, like, pet your dog and think your dog's so cute. When, like, in reality, I want him to get kind of, like, desensitized to seeing people so that it's not, like, this, like, grand thing where he's like so excited that he's pulling. So it's kind of like 2 in 1 because I did say like going to a beach, a trail, or a boardwalk, and also spending time outside. Really like getting out of the house early on in the day.
even if you are not leaving the house that day, like just having structure in your day, I feel like can really just make you a happier person. So one of my goals that I've been saying since the year started, but we don't give up on our New Year's resolutions here, is getting up at like 6 or 7 a.m.
I know, I have to do it too. But I have a hot take.
Okay.
So I feel the same way. I set my alarm and I'm even awake, and sometimes I even get up. But the real thing is like when Al is home, I really just like, I get very distracted. Like for no reason, he could literally be minding his own business, not doing anything. But I feel this need, like this pull to like go and like sit with him or whatever. So I was thinking about it and I'm like, it's so like annoying that we don't get anything done when we're both home. Like I wish I could just like kind of like pretend like you're not there and get stuff done. Then I find myself like keep going back into bed and like just like laying together, and I'm like, but I will say, even though it might not be like productive of me as like a human being, I think like it is a crucial part of like our relationship and like having like that quality, I know it sounds silly, but like quality time together in the morning. I do want to like be able to have the best of both worlds and just like have a time where I'm like, okay, I had enough, now I need to get up. But it is like something that I would always get really annoyed about, but I do find that it's actually something that's really like special about our relationship, and that we're not just like good morning and like we get it and go our separate ways. I don't hate it too much anymore after I like kind of flipped the script there. You were saying though,
your relationship with yourself does start at home. So even though we're going to be talking about things that you should be doing to enhance your relationship with yourself, let's like not forget that any relationship does start with having like boundaries and routines and like the way you talk to yourself and the way you treat yourself. It's not just the things that are going to enhance that relationship, which is kind of what we're going to focus on in this episode, but it does all start with how you treat yourself and prioritizing you. And I think I said this back a few months ago on the podcast. I remember seeing something that said like, I forgot exactly what it was, but it was on like the Drew Barrymore show, and it was saying no, but I just see the clips, and it was saying how like when you are making decisions and doing things, like you have to like almost talk to yourself and like look yourself in the mirror and be like, am I treating you right? Like, am I making decisions that are right for Brittany?
oh,
like,
yeah,
am I
this
doing
is like when Brittany had her whole thing was like, when you come into the world, you're given one person to take care of.
Yeah, that. But no, seriously, like
I'm not like making fun. Like it's true.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. You kind of, especially if you're the kind of person that you feel like you're constantly like putting other people before yourself, or maybe prioritizing other relationships before you. If you were in a plane, like something bad going on in the plane and the masks dropped for the oxygen, like you have to put your oxygen on first before you are supposed to put it on for the person next to you. So it's kind of the same thing in life. If you are pouring from an empty cup, you're not going to have anything to give other people. So putting the time and energy into nurturing this relationship with yourself has to come first so that you can show up and be the best person for the rest of the world.
Okay. I loved that, Brittany. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Here's my next one so kind of, I never even ended up editing it, but I started making a YouTube video. Wait, did I? No, I did. I did post it actually. I made a YouTube video that was like basically like spicing up the week and doing different things. So that's where like some of these things are derived from. So one of the things I did before me and Al went on our trip, I was like, I don't want to just be on my phone all goddamn day long, because it's like my toxic trait. It's hard because me and Brittany do like most of our work from our phone, but sometimes I feel like I need to set boundaries with my phone, because I'll go on my phone to do one thing and somehow I like get sucked into something else, and it's like this hole that I fall into, and then I don't actually end up getting done what I thought I was going to get done. I feel like I get sucked into the vortex of like my phone, and I don't actually end up getting things done that I was going to get done. And I sometimes feel like when I'm on my phone and I'm consuming so much, it actually makes my like creativity like plummet. A way that I've been trying to like get off of my phone is to get into like reading again. I feel like I had like a moment where I was reading. That's when like Colleen Hoover was like fucking, everyone was obsessed with her. And I really like her books. What was the one, Verity? Yeah, me and Brittany both read that, and that was such a good
I think that's my favorite book I've read as like an adult.
Yeah, I think me too, because it was such like a thriller, like had me at the edge of my seat. Like I couldn't believe it. My jaw was on the floor.
You know it's going to be a movie?
Is it?
Yeah, like they cast the people.
Oh, that's going to be
Anne
good.
Hathaway.
Dude, Anne Hathaway is so slept on. I literally love her. You know who's also slept on? Seyfried. What's her name?
Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
And she's going to be in The Housemaid. Did you read The Housemaid?
I started reading it and then stopped.
Okay, well, The Housemaid is going to be Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm literally like one chapter into The Housemaid, so I know nothing yet.
Okay,
but
so
that's why I'm reading it, because that movie's coming out this year. It's coming out in December.
Okay, so after I finish my book, I'll try to go back
We
to
should
that.
have a book club. That could be part of this.
We should.
Let's have a book club. Yeah.
We should.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, so who is that, Frida something?
I think so.
Okay, so another author that I heard a lot of good things about was Taylor Jenkins Reid. She's like known to be like everyone loves her, kind of like Colleen Hoover. So I picked up one of her books called One True Loves, which I told Brittany about, but I'll tell you guys, which I think this is like fascinating. I really like romancy type of books. Romancy crossed with like a thriller type of
Me too.
storyline. If you can't keep me like hooked, I will put the book down and not pick up a book for months. So this book did a really good job, because I thought when I read the back of it, it was giving too much away, because I'm like, you kind of just told me the whole story. But basically, this girl falls in love with this guy. Like they love each other, right? And it's a great relationship, blah, 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 blah. Then he is in, this is not giving anything away, by the way. This like is what is on the back.
They're married. They get married.
Yeah, they get married. They like move away to another state, and then he is like he does something with traveling, like excursions, I don't know. And then he's on a helicopter, and the helicopter like goes down. They find some people dead, whatever. He's not found, and he's like presumed dead. So she's like grieving the loss of him, and basically is like fucked in the head, moves home, is living with her mom, which is like, she said like basically like this was like the life she like ran away from, that she like didn't want. Nothing was like wrong with it, but she just like didn't want this, to like live in her hometown and like work at her family store, literally. I'm not kidding. Reading it, I was like, damn.
Oh my God.
So then she ends up moving back home, blah, 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 and runs into this guy that she worked with at her family store when she was young.
It's hard.
Then she ends up dating him, right? I don't even know the story of how they started dating yet, because I'm not up to that. I'm only a couple chapters in. But she starts dating him and then gets a phone call, basically finds out that her husband's alive. So now she has a husband
And a boyfriend.
or I think even a fiance. Kind of crazy. Both are from her childhood, but
Do they know each other?
yes, I believe so.
I need to read this book.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. I'm very curious to see like how this is gonna go, because I don't want to give too much away, but it's a very good read, and it has me like very like engaged, and I feel like it just helps turn my brain off and just close your eyes and paint this picture. Imagine it's like just a little bit nicer out in a couple months.
Oh, yeah. I already feel it.
I know. You wake up early because you want to, because your freaking inner alarm clock is just going off as soon as the birds are chirping. Sun it's like coolie in the morning. Coolie. It's like a little chilly in the morning.
It's that spring brisk.
Right? So you go outside and you bring your book. So you do your little morning little thing. You make whatever beverage it is. It's a coffee, it's an energy stick, it doesn't matter whatever it is, but it's delicious. It brings you joy to make this drink. You walk outside in your slippers, in your pajamas, but you look cute and you feel good. You go and you sit outside in a hammock, preferably. If you don't have a hammock, you should get one. If you can't get one, a cozy chair that brings you joy. You sit there, you feel the sun beating down on you, and you open up your book, and you just are reading this book unplugged. This is how you're starting your morning, and then after that, your day carries on. It's just...
Wait, I just want you to know that like what you just did is exactly how I go to sleep every night. Like I paint a picture for myself of like a dream moment. like a peaceful moment, a happy moment. Like that's what I do. Instead, like I used to lay in bed and just think about all the things I had to do the next day.
Oh,
Ew.
no, that's evil.
So now I do like a little daydream of like my future self, and sometimes I'm picturing myself living in like this, beautiful mansion and like whatever, and just it's called manifestation. Anyway,
I've actually, I feel like, always done that since I was a little kid. Like, not in a pick me way, in like I used to do it though about like if I had a crush on somebody, I would like close my eyes and I would just think about them while I was falling asleep.
Did you ever follow them from their class to class?
That's what I was just gonna talk about with you. That's what I said I was gonna tell you earlier.
What?
That I was bleep this out.
Okay.
Okay, so that's crazy that you say that. There was one person when I was in high school that I literally, did you follow from class to class?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this is the person.
For probably 2 years.
This is the person I followed class to class. So, not like class to class to class, but I found a way where we could like overlap, and I would like
Me
walk
too.
specifically past that way, so I would walk past them. It was like in an unattainable, like you're just like
No,
God
same.
kind of way. Like I'm just
Really?
like obsessed with you, like you're a celebrity.
Wait, no, same. How
Okay.
how did I not know who was your like?
It's, like,
Do I
not
know your
even
person?
Real. Like they didn't even like know who I was really.
Same.
So it was just like
I remember I would leave. It was English class, and I would walk from my English class a few doors down to their English class, and I would wait outside their door until they started walking, and then they would walk down the hallway, and I would walk behind them, and I did that every single day. And yeah, that was my like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Like I was literally writing their
literally
last
was, like, they
name
were a
in my
celebrity.
like Mrs. Blank, like Brittany Blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. I was obsessed with this person.
But that was literally romanticizing high school.
Yeah,
Like
you had
that is
to.
you have to have that person in high school
have
to
to.
get
It
you
makes
through
you-
the day.
to make you even want to fucking get out of bed.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
To make you want to get ready in the morning. But now we're teaching you how to do it for yourself.
For yourself. Was going to Whole Foods because I had to pick up a couple things, and it was when I was cutting weight like last week to compete. Let me just tell you what I was wearing. So I was wearing the pants that I got that said like they were like airy vibes from Target.
Yep.
So when I step my legs together, it's giving.
skirt.
If you're offended by this, I'm sorry.
Orthodox Jew.
Yes.
I knew it.
Literally, I'm Orthodox
Moradina.
as fuck. So
It's giving Mora.
literally, Al was like, "You look really Jewish." I was wearing those pants, the Target pants, and then I was wearing a sweatshirt, a vest, a beanie. I literally looked like.
Wait, hold on. Wait, just so you guys know, a Mora is like a Jewish teacher. Like at Hebrew school is your Mora.
I pretty much always get ready when I leave the house nowadays. Like every time, I put at least like a little skincare makeup on, and like I kind of like have talked about this with you guys before about like investing into my appearance and like caring about the way I look. This is like the one time because I was like, all I need is to get like 2 things from this store. I'll be in and out. I walk through the fucking door of Whole Foods, and right in front of my fucking face, I see the guy that I used to fucking yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah, I literally went like, and I just like looked down. Let me show you what I looked like. I took a video to send to the twins because I was like, you're never gonna believe who I just saw.
Sometimes you just have to go Mora on him.
I literally went more on their asses, like crazy. Like this is literally
It's giving
with
the dad
with
from
the Cheetah
Shameless.
sneakers.
It's
Guys,
giving
maybe
the-
I have to insert a visual for you.
You know Shameless?
Literally, yes.
Frank Gallagher.
That is like,
No.
yeah, it was crazy. I've never looked like this in public since like 2019. But this all has to do with reading. So, just to give a little rewind, my advice to you is to get up, get out of the freaking house, get ready, go get a beverage of your choice from wherever you want it to be. It could be a smoothie, it could be a tea, it could be a coffee, whatever you want to get a beverage, get out of the house, and go to Barnes & Noble, because there's nothing like going to Barnes & Noble and just like meandering around. You can make a little list if you want to go on TikTok before, and you can make a little list of like suggestions that people have.
Thanks for the permission.
I do that sometimes, but if you want to really go into it blind and just read the back of books.
Wait,
When you shop for books.
Wait.
Wait.
I shop on Amazon, but
Oh.
but the reason is because I went fucking one day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble. Fucking drive to Barnes and Noble. I pull up, it's gone.
Mhm.
That's depressing.
The one in East Northport.
That was the best one.
I know, and it was
Where
like
do you
massive.
go?
No, that was the one I would go to, but they're opening up a new one, right near Bagel Biz. Wait, when you shop for books though, do you, if you were shopping in person, do you shop based on like the cover? Like what pulls you to pick up a book?
Actually, I did shop in Target for the last few books I got. And I just went to the Colleen Hoover section because I knew that I liked Verity. And I was like, and they were buy two, get one free. And they were 20% off.
Yeah, Target actually does have good like sales on books. I got the last one I got at Target because there was a section, I never read this either, said book talk.
Wait, really? And
that was where I picked up.
Oh, that's smart. That's
so
really
smart.
good. And then
that marketing is genius.
This conversation is now that I'm like I'm as my wheels are turning, I'm thinking I'm like actually getting into reading, but then like after you're done with the book, like I'm not really somebody who really reads a book over and over again unless it's like Twilight.
I've never read a book over and over.
So I'm thinking like, should I make one of those little libraries in front of my house?
That's so cute.
That would be so cute, right? And then other people can put their books in too, but like how cute is that?
That's really cute. I like physical books. Like I like to read a physical book.
Yeah.
I don't think like the Kindle life is for me. Mm-hmm. It's just not the same as physically turning a page.
There's really nothing that quiets the mind like reading.
That's what I mean. The way that it makes me just not think about
like when you're reading for a while and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, it's really quiet. Yes. If you guys need a book to get you back into your reading vibe or maybe in for the first time, Verity. It's it has a little bit of a scandalous part to it. It has mystery, intrigue. It'll keep you at the edge of your seat. It will
get you out of your reading slump, like without a doubt. Next, a solo mall trip / shopping. Did this yesterday. I always go to the mall closest to me, which is the Walt Whitman Mall, but I went to the Roosevelt Field Mall, which I've never gone to alone. I don't know. It just like felt like it was a bit like I also like didn't really know where I was going, so it kind of felt like new because I was like exploring, going into different stores. But I went there specifically because I needed to get business casual clothes for a couple different things. I needed like new outfits for our wedding day content creation business because I want to be able to like I kind of have like 2 outfits that I would wear and like that's it. So I kind of want to be a little more fun with the fashion side of it. I got like 2 really cute tops from Abercrombie that I'm going to be wearing. One is like a kind of like a sweater material and it has like buttons on the side and it goes out, which is really cute. I got 2 pairs of dress pants from Aritzia. I knew that I was going to splurge on them because I wanted a nice dress pant. And I'm glad that I went in person shopping for the dress pants because I was feeling the texture of them and like some of them literally felt like Forever 21. And I'm like, how dare you even try to charge me like $100 for like Forever 21 quality where I feel like if I bend down, they're going to rip. You know, that feeling of like that synthetic gross feeling.
Yeah.
So the other ones that I ended up getting, I don't remember the name of the what style it was, but they were like much thicker and they felt like, okay, these are going to last me a long time. And it felt like, okay, I am okay with investing into them. But then there was things that like a belt was like $140. And I'm like, this, I could literally get this on Amazon. Like, why are you charging that much? So I got 2 pairs of dress pants and like 1 cute little top that I saw that was actually like not bad. It was like $30, but the pants were an investment. Just like going to maybe a different mall than you usually go to, shopping around, kind of felt inspired because Brittany went to the mall the other day. Also, if you need business casual clothes, I do think H&M has a lot of stuff because I peeked my head in there, and Zara does have a lot of stuff too. So I need to get more, but I think just having like a staple pant, staple top, something kind of like nice, dressing up business casual. I felt kind of like I was cosplaying like this like alter ego part of me. I think I'm also going to wear these for Global with like a loafer. I'm really going to step into a different version of me I've never been.
My kind of like vibe with shopping right now is if I'm not obsessed with it, I'm not getting it because I feel like I used to just go try things on and be like, maybe I'll wear that for this. Maybe I'll like that in the summer. Maybe this, maybe that. And if it wasn't something I was like,
I'm going to wear. If it wasn't a hell yes, it's a hell no.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving on. Take yourself on a shopping date.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing for my content creators and social media people on here that I've been saying to myself too is when I went to Sephora, I was like, I'm going to buy stuff that I can then use for TikTok shop that I can like make money from. So I bought like the Drunk Elephant night serum, and I was like, okay, do they have this on TikTok Shop? Yes. So I'm going to use this to create content with, to make money, to basically
Counter.
right, and use it as like an investment almost in my career.
Which is technically a write-off.
Period.
Okay, my next one, which is something I haven't done yet, but I've been seeing a lot of people doing. It's something Brittany has talked about before, and it's pottery. A big thing I saw, not only Natalie Zasek, which we all know is my favorite best friend of my life, but also Sydney Adams, which is my other favorite best friend of my life. They haven't been making pottery, but painting pottery. So I think you can, whatever variation of pottery you want to do, I think it can be something that's very therapeutic. Oh, I have another one too. Okay, this kind of goes hand in hand, but like Pinterest. Like when you need to like cleanse your brain of social media consumption, that is like the healthiest social media is, because it's not even really social media, is Pinterest. And I've been having so much fun planning outfit ideas for summer. Not only outfit ideas, but setting the whole vibe of summer. Like I saved like a picture of like a cake with like fruit all over it. That's like super cute. Just like to set the tone of literally a vision board for summer. And I was doing the same thing for like the business casual ideas, like trying to get an idea of like what is the theme that I'm liking in all of these boards, so that when I do go shopping, I have like, I can find common themes. So I'm not just like buying stuff that I think is cute. I'm like, okay, I thought this type, I saved this top 3 times, or I saved a bunch of things with the color orange or whatever, so I know kind of like a theme of what I'm liking. So same thing with like Pinterest, like going on Pinterest, maybe like saving some designs of like really cute pottery, whether it's like stripes or like fruit that you're painting or like cute stuff like that, or like a little phrase or a saying, and then like taking inspiration from that and like having fun with it. Because I feel like sometimes if I go into it just like trying to like be myself and be creative, I don't like love it. But like I saw this, she made this adorable little striped cup and then was like using it for her espresso, and I'm like, that's genius and adorable. My next one is more for summer, spring, when you want to get out of the house, is like experimenting in the kitchen, having a little fun, and then maybe literally packing a picnic basket, emphasis on basket, and going to like a park, or even think about like going to Central Park. Like I've never done a picnic in Central Park.
I know, isn't that on our list of
It
things we
might
want to
be.
do this summer, to go to
Maybe
Central
that's why
Park?
it's stored in my memory. Last night I literally made like pizza dough, and like I don't make anything from like scratch like that. I'm like dough, like that's crazy. And I literally like made this pizza, and I was like, wait, that was like so fun and different of me. Like I've never, like, to see that it worked, I was like, wait, okay, period, like I could do this. And it was really fun, and I felt like really proud of myself after when I was eating it. I think that's probably how you feel about like the lasagna.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's like my lasagna.
Yeah. So it's just like, it kind of feels like accomplishing something. And like stepping into this like more adult version. It's still so like romanticized-esque. So I just think doing that, maybe even doing it like we both like make certain things and then like bring it on the picnic. You know, like you would make like a new recipe, and like I would make a new recipe, and then we would bring it on the picnic and like try it, and maybe like make a dessert too. Like, you know, just something fun. Like it gives you like,
Yeah.
you just have to switch things up. Oh, the next thing was like a new workout class, like trying something different. Me and Brittany kind of have dabbled with the idea of trying Pilates together.
I also kind of was interested in like checking out Hot Works.
I don't know what that is.
They're hot rooms, and
Love a heated room.
Each room has like a class in it, but it's like on the TV, and there's like a limit to how many people can be in the room. So there could be like 1 to 3 people or 1 to 5 people in the room. So you could have the room to yourself, or other people could be in it. But you basically could do like a hot yoga. You could do like a cycling. It's all heated rooms, and there's like all these different things you can try. So that is like, I think, cool for somebody who like maybe wants to take a class but doesn't like to be in a class environment. But I just want to try it. Actually, Christina was doing it for a while and really liked it. So I have thought about doing that. And also something we talked about doing was going to one of those like places where you float.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Oh, okay.
But I would like to try something like that, because there's something about a heated room that even if the workout isn't like super intense, it makes me feel like I worked hard if I sweat. Even like after training, if I sit in the sauna, it just makes me feel like after I get out, like, whew, that felt good. So on to what Brittany was saying about the float. There's like these float places that are like Salt Cave, like Floatopia, float spas places, which again, I've never been to one before, but I looked it up. It looks really cool. It looks like something fun and different. You can just sit in like the Salt Cave, which is supposed to be like good for your respiratory system. I don't know. You can get massages in the Salt Cave. You can just get regular massages. I think they have like a little recovery spot at one of the places I was looking at. I really want to find like an aesthetic recovery place that's different, so I'm not like always going to the same one. Yeah, just like that could be fun. Like to try something new.
It's just like your life doesn't have to be the same cycle of your routine, your schedule, and like, oh my God, like life sucks. I just am stuck in this freaking rat race of loop.
Like you must break the pattern today or the loop will be tomorrow. You must break the pattern today or the loop, like that.
We actually made a list of things that we want to do this summer. So maybe
bucket list.
This is your sign to make your list. And maybe you can just do it on a month-by-month basis so that you don't just keep putting it off. And you don't just say, okay, I'll do that.
No, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to fucking do. Is you're going to take a everything shower. I'm all about painting pictures tonight. Some people call me Picasso. So you're literally going to take an everything shower, fucking scrub your body clean, wash your hair, be so fucking clean. You're going to get into a pajama set. Or the cutest pajamas. Like, doesn't have to be matching, but you're going to get into the fucking most adorable pajamas that you own. Or the coziest, whatever. Then you're going to get into your bed. You're going to turn off the overhead lights. You're going to put on some sort of warm lighting. You're going to be in your bed. You're going to take out... Okay, I'm just going to say, this is not me saying, like, if you don't have this, you're not, whatever. But, like, if you do have another device, like an iPad or a computer, that's not your phone, I would recommend doing your Pinterest scroll on there. It's just something different about it. Really, submerges you. And then you're going to make a board of, it could be maybe one spring, one summer. So if you want to start with spring, so it doesn't seem so far away. And it's just going to be your vibes for spring to just get you in the fucking goddamn mood.
You know what I can't wait for?
Tell me. A rainy summer.
Yes!
Running around in the rain?
Rain pouring down in the warm rain. Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
Something about it, man. I'm telling you. You just have to know that it's coming. Winter is coming.
Wait, I just have to ask you a quick question. It's not on topic to the podcast episode, but as a Gemini, like we are air signs, right? But don't you feel so drawn to the water?
So drawn to the rain.
The rain, the like ocean, yeah. Like
pool.
I could just float in the water. Like I don't know anyone like that. Like me. Like out of all my friends, I'm the ocean girl. Like we go on a trip, I'm in the ocean.
Oh, always.
So
and always.
So like why? Because we're air signs.
Maybe we just like align with that. Like, isn't a Cancer a water sign?
I don't know, is it?
I think it is.
Look it up.
A Cancer is a water sign.
And so is a Pisces.
So
I think.
like maybe you just like
interesting
water signs that like align. Wait, how could those both be?
Look up Pisces.
Okay. Oh yeah, a Pisces.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just like, and a Scorpio. Do you like Scorpios?
Griffin's a Scorpio.
So maybe that like we just like align with those.
Okay.
Yeah. It's something about fucking thinking about all of these things that just make me so happy.
It's giving like I'm just a girl.
I'm a kid. I'm a little fucking girl. The other one was trying a new coffee shop. Just like kind of ties into the whole Barnes and Noble thing, which is just like going to a new place. Yeah, I would like to get into the habit of like going to a place to do sort of like our work, because I think I would be more productive than just working at home. I need to get into a better system with setting like from this time to this time I need to get this done, and then from this time to this time, because I kind of just get into this like everything just blurs together. It's like blurred lines. I know you want it. I know you want it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is that it?
That's everything I wrote down. Anything you want to add, Ray?
Well, what I'd like to add is that I think investing in yourself outside of like doing activities with yourself and going on dates, the things that you do at home to romanticize life there. So I kind of talked about this a little bit with like investing in some good skincare, because like your skincare routine is part of your daily routine. So something that's going to make you excited to do that and sit down and actually make the time to do that. Same thing with like your glassware, whatever you're going to be drinking your coffee or your energy stick out of. Putting aside money or like working a little harder to pay for like a landscaping service if you own your own place. Having the landscaper come so that you can just like have that taken off your plate. it gives I'm just a girl energy. Also, like for your career or like whatever your hobby is, like I just did a bunch of like investing in my career this week. I pulled out my old iPad. Well, not old. I only got it like 2 years ago, I think. But I got a new Apple Pen, invested a little bit in some like materials for a new project I want to work on that's going to be like another passive source of income for me, but something that's really fun and just getting my creative juices flowing. I updated like my website. And also that's the other thing too, you guys, is like not just like taking everything we're saying or taking everything that you see online and being like, okay, copy and paste for me, but realizing that like you are your own individual person, that you want to be the it girl for your town or your platform or, you know, your like demographic. And I talk about this a lot.
You are the blueprint.
Yes. I talk about this a lot in my business, and I have been doing these like weekly calls with my team, and I was talking a lot about how like, you know, you don't want to just be like a copy and paste of everybody else in this company. You want to take what you have and make yourself the main character. You want to be the person that people go to for inspiration. And that's really something that I've focused on in my business this year, in my mundane business, which is like, I might not be as successful as this person in this area or this person in this area, but you know what? I have something that's really unique that is not being shown in this company right now. So I'm going to really embrace that side of myself. And it's really been fulfilling to finally be recognized because I'm putting myself out there and prioritizing myself in my career and getting out of my comfort zone in that sense. So something that I actually texted in my group, one of my group chats yesterday, was like, what is everybody using for links right now for your page? Because if you are like a creator, an influencer, or a business owner, you might have like a link tree or a milkshake or something, because that was really like what
or
everybody
soda, or
that's what everybody was like doing, you know, years ago. I went to like a bunch of the creators that I like to follow to see what they had, and like everyone kind of still had that, but it was kind of giving like boring vibes. Nobody answered me in the group chat. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to like make my own from scratch. So like I've made a few websites on Canva in the past, and
it's actually one of her strong suits. She's quite the website designer.
Thank you. And so I actually made my own version of like a link tree. And honestly, I'm obsessed with what I made. And then I was like, okay, now I'm going to make a UGC portfolio for myself. Obsessed with that. Then I updated my hair care website. Like I was just like in my creative zone. So I think if you are a creative like person, or you are in this creative space,
that has to be another episode, like charging your creative battery.
Yeah.
I hate when she just goes, yeah.
My point is that just like kind of focusing on like what's gonna make you feel like that girl, which is kind of what I feel like this whole episode is about. Because when you feel like that girl, you have no choice but to be that girl. And I am that girl.
And I feel like that might all start with a hair glaze.
Oh, I need to do one this week.
Yep. Are you depressed, or do you just need to glaze your hair?
My sister always comes up with the best captions. But anyway, I think that is the episode. Do you have anything you want to add about what's coming up for you? What is going on in your personal life? Any ins, outs before we leave? Me personally, I'm going to Texas next week. I will be vlogging, so you can go check that out over on my YouTube page. If you want to see my new and improved website, head over to my Instagram. I'll link all of this in the bottom of the episode so you guys can pop over there and see that. But just like challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone and just be different this year. Don't just be the same you that you've been every other year. You're not a victim to your circumstances. You're not a victim
Wait, say that louder for the people in the back.
You're not a victim to your circumstances. And you are not.
Stop trying to be a victim.
And you don't have to be stuck in this like freaking box of like, this is just what my life is. I'm stuck in my town and this is how it is. Like, be the main character.
It's not a merry-go-round. It's not a merry-go-round.
Be the main character in your book. And so yeah, I'm going to Texas. I'm going to be vlogging that. I'm really excited.
Does anyone else, creators tuning in, does anyone doing YouTube be like, wow, this is actually like really difficult? Because like my other platforms, like I can't do it at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like if I'm doing YouTube and then I'm like, oh crap, I haven't made anything for like Instagram in a long time. Let me go through my videos I've taken. They're all fucking horizontal.
I know. That's
so it's really hard to reuse them.
Yeah.
So that's where I really need to bring my camera to Best Buy and see if they can fix it. Because like I already have it So if I can, I want to use that for YouTube. That way also it's not taking up storage on my phone because it's all on an SD card, and I can upload what I want, and I can leave what I don't want. So also just remember when when you walk into a room, you can take what you want and leave what you don't.
Wow.
Ever think of that?
That was giving Ira.
Was it? Because you can.
And I think that's the episode, you guys. So
yeah, don't forget that you can ask any questions, comments, concerns, any sort of feedback, anything, either in the comments or in our Big Sis chat if you want to remain anon. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. Honestly, this felt like it charged me. It felt like it gave me so many things to be excited about because all those ideas, I haven't even implemented all them. Like, there's some new things on there that are exciting for me too.
I just feel like I'm about to become unrecognizable.
Oh shit, you know the unrecognizable makeup? She just fucking did it.
And also
on her life.
just for those of you guys, like I'm turning 30 this year, so if you're also in that older upper 20s, like
don't be
entering
scared.
your 30s, something that I saw Demi Moore said at the whatever award show just happened, the Oscars maybe, was she was saying how she never anticipated that her 60s would be the best time in her life, and she looks amazing. And she said, like, it's not just about like the experiences and stuff, it's the fact that like I am this evolved human being experiencing life. Like I have had all of these experiences from my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, my 60s. So I get to experience life as this more evolved version of myself. And she was like, you could not pay me to go back and be 21. So just really, like, whenever I see something like that, it just makes me feel so hopeful for the future, because I've always used to have a fear associated with getting older that I like was going to look worse and I was going to feel worse and I wasn't going to be as cool and I wasn't going to be as trendy and I wasn't going to be as pretty and I wasn't going to be as whatever and I wasn't going to have as much fun, and like life stops when you turn 30, and I just don't feel like that anymore, and I feel like I'm cooler now than I was 10 years ago. So I just wanted to say that for my fellow girlies who are maybe entering that like time in your life, if you are in getting to a place where like I feel like I'm getting older and like I don't want to like feel like I lost out on anything, because I think your 40s are your new 20s.
Yeah, and I think that when you're turning 30, that your opportunity to use the caption 30, flirty, and fun is almost there. So
thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of The I World. We had so much fun with you guys, and let us know if you liked this episode and if you want more just like this.